Hola, buenos días. Para esta lección vamos a mirar la diferencia entre el pretérito y el imperfecto. We are going to take a look at the difference between the preterite and the imperfect. I would say if there's two concepts in Spanish that are really hard, this is one of the two concepts. The difference or the use of the preterite and the imperfect, when to use each one. This is the concept that plagues people for a really long time. So I'm only going to have two videos initially about this. These two videos will not be enough for you to have this nailed down. You just have to use it a lot, practice it a lot, ask a lot of questions, and over probably a good chunk of time you'll get this stuff down. So first, just to for the preterite, if you're looking at just the preterite, think of completed actions, things that are now done. Like I went to the store yesterday, or last week we went to the beach, or last night I watched Seinfeld on the TV. A lot of times things with the preterite will have a specified time frame, a specified period of time when it was completed. So just think things that are done, they're over with, they were done, they're done now. The imperfect, the one thing that really helps people to learn this is if you think ongoing. If you think ongoing in the past, it can help you to distinguish sometimes between the preterite and the imperfect. Some general things that you're going to use the imperfect for in the past tense are things like age, weather, feelings, like how people are feeling. You also use it for habitual or repeated actions, things that were done over and over and over again. If you think ongoing, also describing things like physical characteristics of people, maybe the jobs that they had. These are all things that are typically going to be ongoing in the past. What I'm going to do for you is I'm going to give you a short activity in which you need to use both the preterite and the imperfect in the same sentence. In this activity, I'm going to give you in all of the sentences, you're going to have the word mientras. Mientras means while. If you have the word while, that word implies something was happening in the past. The word while does. So if you ever confronted or in front of you, you have to write this sentence in the past, and you have the word mientras before a blank and a verb, know that the verb will be in the imperfect because while implies an ongoing thing. So this activity should be easy as far as deciding between the preterite and the imperfect. The other video that I'm going to make, it'll be a little bit harder to distinguish. For this one, will be easier. It's more for just kind of seeing how the two go together, using the word mientras in it, and just practicing your conjugations as well for the preterite and the imperfect. So I'm going to put 5 sentences on the screen here for you. Conjugate one of the verbs in the imperfect, conjugate the other verb in the preterite, and then when you come back, I'll go over the answers for you, and that'll be it. And then you can check out my other video on the preterite and the imperfect, which is a little bit more complicated. The activity it's a little bit harder, it involves more thought in your answers. So take a look, and we'll come back and go over the answers. So number one, they all have the word mientras in them. So the first verb, I'm sorry, not the first verb. All of the verbs after the word mientras will be in the imperfect. The other verb will be in the preterite. So number one would be mientras yo dormía, mi madre preparó la cena. While I was sleeping, my mom made or prepared dinner. Dos, mientras tú andabas en el parque, tú viste un pájaro. So while you were walking in the park, you saw a bird. Tres, mis amigos llegaron mientras nosotros comíamos la cena. My friends arrived while we were eating dinner. 4. Mientras ellos escuchaban la música, las baterías murieron. So while they were listening to the music, ongoing, batteries died. All of a sudden they died. 5. El maestro no dijo nada mientras ella tomaba el examen. The teacher didn't say anything while she was taking the test. So all of those sentences have one preterite, one imperfect. If you've forgotten how to conjugate either of those things, the preterite and the imperfect, go back, because if you can't do that, you can't do this anyway. So you have to have that foundation of information to be able to conjugate these verbs. And then just really think ongoing, imperfect, completed action, it's done, it's a specified time frame, preterite. Ongoing, imperfect, done, preterite. Hopefully this helps a little bit. I'll make another video, check that one out as well to see if it just makes you think a little bit more about ongoing versus completed actions. Thanks. If you have any questions, let me know.